Hello everybody, it's James from the FIFA Project. I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to episode 2 of the World Cup mode in Ultimate Team, and this is my new series called Path to Perfection. Now the goal of this series is to just get as far as possible in the World Cup mode. We may or may not get, all the players. That's probably out of our sight, but that's going to be the goal. I want to set the goal really, really high, and if we fall short, I'm okay with that. I just want to get as many players as I can. So if you didn't watch episode 1, I would prompt you to go back and watch that, and I'll leave it on a card somewhere on the screen, somewhere in the top corner of this video. You can go back and watch the pack opening, see all these players that you can see on the screen now that we packed. And it was a good pack opening. I started with around 130k, something like that ish, and that was just from my original Ultimate Team that I was playing earlier in the year, and I took those coins over and brought the packs with them. But one thing is, guys, I'm not going to be buying any FIFA points. Financially, I can afford to buy a lot of FIFA points if I want to. I'm good financially. It's not an issue for me in my life, but I think it's a lot more interesting when we don't buy FIFA points. And I've stressed before how good I think the old FIFAs were, largely because people didn't just spend every penny they had on FIFA points, and I feel like people do that a lot now. That's at least just my opinion and my experiences with people that I've talked to. But you can see the squad. And the first game is going to be up against a single player tournament, so we're going to be playing in that. We will be playing it online, I believe, next episode. I have played some games, recorded the gameplay, and so I do have actually a few hours worth of gameplay already. I just need to go in, edit that, and do a voiceover for that, and then obviously get it on YouTube and alternating between the Arsenal career mode that we do and this as well. So the videos will be coming out, guys. Our first game against Poland, I'm feeling positive about it, although it is on legendary, so obviously it's something for me to consider, and I don't want to give anything away for the future episodes. I'm not going to spoil them, guys, but I just want to give you a heads up that I have been struggling online, and I kind of expected to struggle, just not as much as I have been doing, because I've said this loads of times before, I haven't played online on Ultimate Team since about 7 months ago was the last time I played online on Ultimate Team, so obviously I'm going to be a little bit rusty. I'm not going to be my normal self if all these other guys have been playing for 7 months and plus. I'm obviously not going to be on point with them. I still feel I'm a decent FIFA player. I'm not the best, that's not my goal to be the best, but I feel like I'm still decent. I feel like I can still compete against the online players, but I've not been on point with them, and I'll explain what I think's gone wrong in the future episodes when they unfold and when you get to see what's. So make sure you stay tuned, guys, so that you obviously can see all that unfold and see what's going to happen. If you've not subscribed to this channel yet, I would just ask you to consider clicking the subscribe button and the little bell that's next to it. That gives you notifications when a video is uploaded, so you don't miss it. I don't want you guys to miss these episodes because they're going to be a lot of fun going on in them. And one thing I've noticed that I've been struggling with, and again, not to throw too much away, not to give too much away here, but is defending. I feel like I've struggled a lot online defending, and I don't know if it's because I notice this World Cup mode seems a lot slower than what I remember Ultimate Team being. It's very unusual, and the defending seems different also. I just don't think I'm playing like in this game. You see, I'm pretty much playing my normal self. I'm feeling good. It's against the computer. I'm used to playing the computer. I've played against legendary on my Arsenal career mode, which you guys have been watching. Thank you for that. But I don't feel like when I'm playing online against guys, I just don't feel the same. I don't feel like I'm in control. I feel like it's so fast paced. The opposition is so fast paced, and there's a lot for me to work on. That's the beauty of this, that I'm going to get to work on all of these things, and over the next months you're going to see me get better at defending, you're going to see me get better at taking my chances, and so that's something that I'm excited for as well. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, just click the like button, and that lets me know that I'm doing a good job, and it just reminds me that what I'm doing is helping you and you're enjoying it and everything. So I appreciate that when you do that for me. Also, comment in the comment section down below who you've packed so far, if you've packed any good players, what team do you have, anything World Cup related or non-World Cup related. Comment as many times as you like, and that again, I just love talking to you guys, and that's commenting is probably my favourite thing out of everything, for me to just answer the comments, and even if it's just 1 or 2 people to start with. This channel's only a month old now, I'm happy with that also. So one thing I want to touch on, which this is, I promise guys, the last thing I'm going to say before the matches unfold, and I don't think I'm giving too much away anyway, but in some of the upcoming games I was having a little bit of an issue with internet connection. It was my internet connection as well, it wasn't always my opponent's. We had a little bit of an issue with the internet, I was struggling. I've noticed that my videos are taking longer to upload to YouTube also, and I've also noticed that I was lagging in a few games, and for me personally, I do terrible when I lag. I know some guys can play still okay when they lag, and I really can't. The play style that I have, if I'm lagging, I lose almost every game when I lag. So that was there. And also I had delay as well. For you guys that don't really know what that is, it's basically where you click a button. For example, you might slide tackle and your player just doesn't do anything, and then you might click it again and then it will register the second or the first one, and it will just do it maybe 2 seconds later than what you did it. Even a second later means you don't get the tackle, or you shoot and you just run straight into the goalkeeper. So I've been struggling with that a little bit now, but I think that's all sorted out now. As you can see, we got the goal, and just before that goal I did a beautiful overhead and it came in. I should have just volleyed it, and I tried to chip the keeper. Not really a smart choice, but we was just kind of playing around with things and learning to play with these players, because obviously they're all different, other than Ozil, then the career mode that I've been playing. So I've definitely got to just get used to things. And 1-0 at half time, I think. 4 shots, 3 on target. That's the sort of stats I like. And all throughout my FIFA career, if you want to call it that, all I've done all game is, every single game I play, 20 shots, 10 shots, 15 shots. At least every game has got to have at least had 10 shots for me when I've played Ultimate Team in the past. And all that does is, yes, sometimes you might score 4 goals, but the problem is with that, if all you're ever doing is just shooting, you're probably not executing the shots very well. And at least that was for me. I was having a lot of shots, creating a lot of chances, but not really executing any. But when you finish the game with 5, 6, 7, 8 shots, but you've executed some of them, just like that was beautifully executed by Coutinho there, you win games, and it's a lot easier. You don't give away as many counter-attacks. I think most goals I've conceded so far are just counter-attacks, like really just me piling the pressure on and then just getting countered on every game. And that was what happened with me when I was playing Ultimate Team before, and one of the reasons I stopped playing it. So there's that to bear in mind as well when it comes to my gameplay and how I'm playing. Another thing I noticed, and it's not me going on a rant, it's just my thoughts, and I'm just going to tell you what I think and say it how it is, and that is, when I played Ultimate Team in the past and what I've experienced so far in this game is, people tend to have a lot of shots, because I bring this up because I had a guy who messaged me after one of the games and said something negative anyway. You know what some people are like, just said something negative. I never replied, but he basically was trying to say that he deserved to win the game, which he did win the game anyway, because he'd had loads of shots. And I looked at the shots after the game. He had something like 19 shots. He didn't have one shot that was inside the box, not one. And so all that means is, guys, I could have 50 shots a game if I wanted to, and so could you. You can just run 30 yards, 40 yards out and just click B. It's not difficult to do that. And so some people go too much off of the stats, and if you've had 40, 30 shots a game, have a look how many of them in the box, because it's difficult to get in the opponent's box. It's not difficult to shoot from 30 yards out. I'm not going to end on a negative, that's just my 2 cents, and we have to talk about everything if I'm going to analyse and give my thoughts on things. So we're just collecting that, and that's another good win for us there. we're going to have a look at opening some packs next time because the store isn't open. So make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's video, which will be an Arsenal episode, and then stay tuned for Monday for another pack opening.